The Strait of Gibraltar, regarded through Ansis and the Romans because the Pillars of Hercules, is a slender channel that connects the Atlantic Ocean with the Mediterranean Sea. This small sea channel passes among two critical continents of the sector, whose minimal distance is simplest at this point of 13 kilometers. Africa and Europe grow to be so near that if you stand on one facet and appearance, the other continent may be without problems visible. However, till now no bridge has been constructed to attach them. Each the continents are linked by means of land. Limitless proposals had been made inside the previous few decades to connect this direction. This direction could be very vital due to the fact it can be useful in connecting the population of 45 crores of ECU Union and 150 crores of Africa. It'll have an effect on the financial system of both the continents. There could be a big impact, alternate will boom, transportation may be better, and tourism can even growth to a notable volume. But the query is that once there are so many blessings, then why has no bridge been constructed at the Strait of Gibraltar? But Nazarene Kingdom of Gibraltar connects essential water bodies, the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. This kingdom is about 57 kilometers long, at the same time as its width is handiest 8 miles or 13 kilometers, as compared to Spain's Tafa and Morocco's Sarais factor. If we communicate approximately it, the common intensity of the entire strait is ready 1,200 toes, or 365 meters. As small as this strait appears, its significance could be very excessive because it is a herbal course among the Mediterranean and the Atlantic Ocean. On the opposite, we will see the Suez Canal. This man-made canal offers a course for ships among the Red Sea and the Mediterranean. The width of the Suez Canal could be very slim, which constantly poses a danger to full-size ships getting stuck. Country of Gibraltar large-size shipment ships, due to which the quantity of ships passing via here could be very high. Every 12 months, 20,000 ships pass via the Suez Canal, 14,000 via the Panama Canal, and especially extra than 1 lakh ships pass through the Strait of Gibraltar every year. Many cargo vessels bypass via the strait, bringing precious items from the Western Hemisphere to the Center East, Africa, and Europe, whilst a few additionally go the Suez Canal to Asia and China. In addition, ships going from the Center East to Western Europe or the US additionally skip via the strait. Handiest Strait of Gibraltar has for use, and because the Kingdom of Gibraltar is close to fossil gasoline-rich international locations, hence its miles a day by day prevalence for oil vessels to pass through it. In line with a report, approximately 300 oil vessels skip via the strait day by day, really worth billions of rupees. The country of Gibraltar is a vital buying and selling route for the global markets, and because of this, employment enclosed by nations is also related. Spain's El Jazeera port is the most important delivery port in Europe, and Tangier port in Morocco is likewise growing unexpectedly. Many people are surprised as to why not a single bridge has been constructed yet to attach those two parts of the sector. It is not that this has now not been thought approximately. Considering that 1979, many feasibility studies and recommendations had been given, but there are a few problems because of which it's going to now not be so easy to construct a bridge here. To begin with, permits communicate approximately the costing of this bridge. In keeping with the estimates, the fee of constructing a bridge on the Kingdom of Gibraltar is 5 billion rupees. It can additionally move up to 20 billion bucks due to the fact this bridge can be very hard in comparison to different huge bridges of the world. First off, something bridge has to be constructed right here. It have to be designed in such a manner that even the sector's largest ships can effortlessly skip underneath it, which is straightforward to mention but possibly very hard to do. Let's communicate approximately why this is tough later. But who will endure this price of 5 to 20 billion bucks? Manifestly, this value could be borne through the nations which are taking advantage of the Strait of Gibraltar. That is, until date the political leadership of these countries have by no means been capable of making any settlement on Spain and Morocco. Spain says that Morocco will gain extra from the bridge, in order that they need to undergo the better fee, whilst Morocco's management desires that the value need to be divided via 50-50. The second one trouble is the feasibility of the bridge. This is, how beneficial it is going to be after its production. As an instance, if we talk about the Channel Tunnel being constructed among United Kingdom and France, then it fee 145 billion US bucks. However, every 12 months greater than 2 crore passengers use this tunnel. A passenger can reach France from United Kingdom for £121 or 150 US dollars. Because of this, each 12 months this tunnel earns about $30 billion, double its production fee. Similarly, although a bridge is constructed at the Strait of Gibraltar, will it earn so much that the price of the bridge can be easily recovered? This issue is viewed with extremely good suspicion because Morocco is a country whose GDP is most effective 130 billion. Greenbacks, i.e. half of that of Pakistan. If a bridge of $5 billion is constructed here and the minimum fee is also stored at $20, then while 20 million passengers are the use of the Channel Tunnel from UK to France yearly, the bridge throughout the Strait of Gibraltar is the price of the bridge can be calculated based totally on the annual use of 25 crore passengers. That's quite a tick range. The following difficulty is the development of the bridge. As you realize, the Strait of Gibraltar is a completely busy direction for ships. Maintaining this in mind, a bridge should be built right here, a good way to not disturb the visitors. For this, the height of the bridge must be kept very high so that it will be a huge project for the engineers. The common intensity of the Strait of Gibraltar is 1,200 feet. However, at a few places it's miles, 3,000 feet, it's miles more than 5 feet deep. This is extra than the world's tallest constructing, Burj Khalifa. Until date, the sector's largest bridge pillars are built in Millau Viaduct and their height is only 1,104 feet. While inside the Strait of Gibraltar it's miles extra than 3,000 feet. Erection of big pillars, that too beneath water, might be a project because of which engineers are very anxious and need to face the hassle. The robust currents of water right here are also now not uniform. At the bottom of the ocean, the water actions from east to west, and on the floor, it moves from west to east. That is, if such excessive pillars are erected right here, then they will need to undergo the stress of water from both the perimeters. However, the largest risk to this bridge will now not be from the world's biggest pillar standing in water, however, from the tectonic plate of the Earth. Sure, our Earth. Earth's crust is made up of various sections called tectonic plates, and they may be moving all of the time, and where these plates meet each different, earthquakes are very not unusual. Lamentably, the region in which the African and Eurasian plates meet, there is the Strait of Gibraltar on top of it, which means that although a bridge is built here, its outcomes can be quite dire. Surviving earthquakes on this area is best a sport of time. In 1755, the Lisbon earthquake befell, whose value moved from magnesia to porges in Spain and Morocco. There has been a variety of destruction. Further, in 1960, 5.7 magnesia brought about havoc in Agadir and Morocco. That is, constructing a bridge over the Strait of Gibraltar means that it's going to need to compete with the excessive currents of the Atlantic Ocean, and on top of that, even 10 magnesia. In conjunction with all these dangers, the sea ground of the Strait of Gibraltar is likewise now not strong. The researcher says that there are layers of gentle clay beneath the country, which cannot guide any structure. This soft clay will become volatile all through geological hobby, or geologists have warned that any construction challenge in this location can fail due to these clay channels. However, this doesn't mean that each continent cannot be connected in any manner. Many alternatives have additionally been given, consisting of a tunnel passing beneath the seafloor, just like the Channel Tunnel among United Kingdom and France, but this can in addition growth the fee of the project, which increases questions on the feasibility of this project. On the other hand, Spain and the ECU Union countries agree with that when constructing the tunnel or bridge, the variety of African refugees or illegal immigrants will increase in Europe, which may be very tough to manipulate. These are the motives for this. Due to this, regardless of the gap among the two continents at the Strait of Gibraltar, no bridge has been built here till date. We are hoping that you will additionally like and proportion this video. Thank you very a good deal to your loving feedback. Subsequent in an excellent video.